Howdy doody, mate.
Hello, mate.
How's it going?
Very good. Very good. Welcome.
That was a long old drive.
Yeah, it's not a short one for you, is it?
No, 3.5 hours to get here, but I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to some fishing, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
But anyway, first impressions, very nice place you got here, mate.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. It's taken a while to get it to where it is, but you know, now we're ready to rock and roll after 4 or 5 years.
Right, should we get the rods out, mate?
Yeah, mate. Let's get it done.
Right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to episode 334 for my video. Not for this one though.
No, not for this one. I don't do that.
We're doing 2 intros at the same time here, guys. So, right, I have joined Leon, Southwest Carp Hunter,
Hello. Hello.
yeah, at
Thatcher's
Island Fishery.
Yeah.
And it's a lake you know well, isn't it?
Fairly well, yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's Leon's own lake.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so not yet open. So Leon's invited me down for a little session before it actually opens. What are we in now? April you open, don't you?
Yeah, 31st of March.
So yeah, so invited me down for a little session before the fishery opens. I had a massive 3.5 hour drive down to get here, almost the west coast of Devon. But weather's not been great for a start up. I am already fishing, guys, so kind of a bit of a wet start, but yeah. Leon showed me around the place. We've picked his double swim.
Yeah.
We're fishing.
Ready to go.
Yeah, obviously during the course of the video we'll sit down at some point with Leon and he can give a bit of more information about the fishery and his stock and whatnot. As I said, it's not actually open yet, but you open your phone line at the end of this month, don't you?
Yeah.
To start your bookings. And then
it's 5 years old now, so it's time to open it up and get some anglers on here.
But we do have a bit of rain in here, so I'm not going to leave the camera up for too long, guys. So, but yeah, Leon has already had a fish, by the way. One of your little stockies.
Yeah, only a little 7-pounder.
Yeah, so that just went straight back.
Put him straight back.
But yeah, for now, guys, because we have got a bit of rain in here, I'm going to put the camera away. Like I said, I've got 3 days here with Leon. It's Wednesday today. I'm here to Saturday, so got plenty of time to talk about the lake and what Leon did to get to this stage of having his own fishery in his own back garden, basically.
Lots of aggro.
Yeah. Right then, guys, like I said, I'm going to get the camera back away in the dry and I'll catch you later on and hopefully catch one of the stunning fish that Leon has residing in his lake. Right, let's go fishing.
Let's go fishing.
Right, good morning, guys. Finally managed to get the camera out for the first time since doing the intro. As, yeah, we've been absolutely battered by wind and rain. Had to reinforce the pegging points at the front of the bivvies this morning with foot-long bivvy pegs because yeah, we got the wind in our face at the moment and we're getting absolutely battered. The wind has managed to ease off a little bit low, so I've managed to get the camera out to do this morning update. But it is bloody freezing with this wind blowing. I've had 1 fish so far, but it was a little stocky that Leon quickly ran up to the stock pond, which is just beside the lake. As I look to the left, he's got a stock pond here, and it was only a small one, that's bred on in this lake. So he ran that up to the stock pond, and it was absolutely blowing a hoolie and raining when I did catch it at 5 o'clock this morning. So so the camera didn't come out to look at it, but so I'm not blanking. But yeah, it just didn't make it to camera because the weather just didn't allow the camera to come out, and to be fair, because it was a little stocky, it wasn't really worth filming anyway. So you just have to take my word for it. So yeah, we're not blanking. Leon also had a slightly bigger stocky yesterday, not long after the rods went out pretty quickly. As you can see, it's just 2 rods here. So Leon's got a 2 rod rule for his fishery. There's 6 swims in total, including this double. So because it is only like a small 2-acre lake, he doesn't want it overrun with rods, so it's a 2 rod rule, which I think for the amount of water each swim has is perfectly fine. Well, the fish I had was on the left hand rod, just off the tip of the island. So to my left there's a footpath up to the point of the island where there's a swim called Hideaway, and then there's a point on that where I've got one of my rods. So yeah, that's where I had my that's where I had my fish from. Leon is currently up at his house attending to family matters. His house is literally just beside the lake as well, so so when this lake opens at the end of March, he's close on hand if you need anything while you're fishing here. But yeah, absolutely blooming freezing, guys. So but I'm probably going to wind the rods in soon. I might have a little walk round. When I put the rods out yesterday, I did it with my bait boat. Leon is allowing the use of bait boats here. Oh, here comes the rain again, so let's make this quick. So yeah, so Leon is allowing the use of bait boats here, guys, and baiting poles and all that kind of thing. So yeah, right, time to end this update, guys, because here comes the rain again. Right guys, rod's going out for day 2. I'm just going to cast them out rather than putting the bait boat out. So what I've already done with Leon's permission, because he's the fishery owner, I've been round the back with my bucket of pellet and chucked a couple of handfuls of pellet in to bait up the spot. So there's a couple of like white stems of reed I'm using as a marker to cast to, but if I have to do that in the dark, it also lines up with the edge of a big tree at the back of the lake. So right, I started with pink hook baits yesterday, which I had the stocky on this morning. I'm trying yellow today. So so yeah, so we've got 2 sort of decent and full size of sort of mixed pellet out there. This is a massive cast of, what did I say it was? 6 wraps and 10 foot, which is about, what, half a rod length from the far bank, isn't it? So it's a 13-foot rod, but I still do 12-foot wraps. Yeah, oh, it's gone to the right, hasn't it? Right, let's do that again. No, it wasn't, was it? That was a bit of a bloody amateur cast, that one, to be fair. Yeah, oh yeah, the wind did that. That's better. In fact, I could probably put another couple of foot on that. That was probably,
Just short.
yeah, I'd probably say about.
Time to get the swing back on that.
All right, so if we remember put 2 foot on that, so that would make it a 7 wrap cast then. Of course, Leon knows this lake like the back of his hand because he dug it. He was telling me that the banks slope off, so to be at the bottom, you want to be about half a rod length off. So that's a bit better, isn't it? Right, left hand rod, guys. So I've put an old not bivvy peg, bank stick, which is my casting marker. And from here, it's, what did I say it was? 7 wraps and 9 foot from this marker. And I did the same baiting wise as well, guys. I walked round through, cut through the hideaway swim onto the point of the island and chucked in a couple of handfuls of pellet. And I'm aiming for the first orange float on the rope that divides this swim from the hideaway swim as me marker. Well, that was the second orange float. What I'm doing is compensating for the wind, but overcompensating. Right, take 2. I reckon if I aim for that telegraph pole. No, the wind did take that one. That would have actually been a good spot to leave it on, to be fair, probably. But that's not where my bait is. That's the one. That's the ticket. Right, here we go then, guys. Leon is into one of his own fish. Yeah. We were just standing here chatting about Temu and stuff you can buy for cheap rather than paying lots of money for your fishing kit. And the left-hand rod absolutely tore off.
That was a ripper, wasn't it?
It was. Hopefully this one doesn't have to go in your stock pond.
It doesn't feel like it does.
Oh, and you're on pink hook baits as well, I noticed.
Yeah.
I might have to go back on the pink then.
Always the pink. Well, not always, but it was the nearest one, so. Not a huge fish, but nonetheless.
Ah, looks all right though. It's bigger than the stockies we've both had.
Well, yeah, that's it. It's bigger than what we had. That's an orange hook bait, that one.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. And she's in. Whee! Oh, right. Maybe I'll stick with the yellow hook baits I've got on then. Right, lovely jubbly.
Nice double.
Right, have a closer look at her on your nookie mat then.
Finally had one after 24 hours. It was about...
A proper one.
Yeah, proper one now. About 15 pounds, something like that. Just under. Yeah.
Nice one, mate.
Nice looking little fish.
Yeah, my turn to have a proper one now.
Not bad for a winter session. And so that counts, that's our first one. First one of 2026. Apart from the 2 little stockies that we had that we don't count. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely scale patterns on them.
Nice, isn't it? Probably went in at about £8 a few years ago.
I say, do you recognise it as you put them all in?
Yeah, I've got photos of them all, so I'll try and find the photo of it, of when it went in.
Right, here we have Leon playing his second fish of the session. Forgetful me, Luke. Forgot to turn on the microphone when I started recording, so we'll just have to make do with some dramatic background music while he's playing this fish.
There we go. What was she?
99.
£19, 9 ounces.
Lovely.
Not bad. And Chris is now going to move one of his rods because
Yeah.
he's seen what I'm doing.
I am, yeah. Because effectively on this side of the lake, they're kind of on the wind then, aren't they?
Yeah. Which is what I said to you this morning, wasn't it? That there's a good chance that they will get on that. So it makes sense. The first thing I saw this morning.
Yeah, lovely jubbly. Nice linear row of scales on that fish.
Yeah, she's a nice looking fish. Doesn't want to play though.
Lovely.
Yeah. She probably went in around the £10 mark. So those fish are now 20s.
Yeah. Lovely. Well, my turn for one of them now then.
Yes, mate.
Right, guys, so you'll notice down by my feet I've only got one rod out. That's because I wound in my left hand rod to put a fresh hook bait on, and I'm going to fish kind of the opposite side of where Leon's just had that fish from. So in other words, the corner, so not off the point this time where I was fishing. But Leon was just showing me a picture of when they were building this lake, and it slopes off, little ledge, and then slopes off again to where the lake depth actually is. So that's the area I'm going to be aiming for. So in other words, about a rod length off of the bank. So not right in the corner. That's what he said, right? About a rod length off to be at the bottom of the drop off. So about here then. Yeah, that's it's quite soft. Or do you reckon a bit more into the corner? That's... Oh yeah, that's a bit firmer there. Yeah, that's a bit firmer there. Right, that is dead in line with the big tree on the far bank. Alright, just got some boilie chops and pellet mix. Right, I'll leave the bucket there, we'll come back for that. And we'll just walk the line back. Lovely jubbly. Team Real still going strong, guys. Not that I've had to catch any fish this session yet, but but we're still using them for the old test of longevity. Oh, good morning, everybody. It's just gone 9 o'clock, so still early, and obviously by the lack of nighttime footage I didn't have anything in the night. Leon did have one just before 6 o'clock this morning, a little kind of 10-pounder, but we didn't show that one because it was he ran that one up to the stock pond as well, because you know, for when you guys can potentially going to come down here, he wants you catching the decent fish. So any fish we're catching which are small, like the one Leon had this morning, he's running up to the stock pond, so that when you guys come here, you're not catching any of the small fish that have sort of come on since he stopped the lake. But anyway, so yeah, nothing for me. I need to wind in soon and go and visit Leon's on-site facilities. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put these rods away and go, because I've got my little 10-footers up in the van. I'm going to go and get them out and then start fishing on PVA bags like Leon has, because including the 2 fish that Leon's had actually run up to the stock pond, he's had 4 fish and he's fishing solid PVA bags. So obviously that's a tactic that's obviously working, where I've had just the one little stocky. So yeah, so basically for kind of going into the last 24 hours of my session here, I'm basically just going to copy what Leon's been doing. So that's PVA bags. Leon's not here at the moment because he's had to run up to the local shops. But before he went, he's got me some flake maize. This is some he's going to sell on site along with the house pellet and aqua pellet. So he's got me some of that. So what I'm going to do later on is mix that in with some of my own pellet that I've got and some liquid to kind of boost it up, and then we'll fish on solid bags. Why am I going to do that on my other rods? Mainly because I don't want to break down the end tackle that's on these rods, the you know, the Fox lead clip systems, because they are a little bit more fiddly to set up. But so because I don't want to break them down, I'm going to leave them set up on that tackle, and then go and get me little 10-footers out the van, and then we'll yeah, get some bags tied up, and then fish with solid bags. So basically just copy what Leon's been doing up to now. Right, like I say, I do need to wind these rods in, go and visit the facilities, and then yeah, and then we'll get sorted on the new tactics. Oh, right guys, so facilities visit has been done. Been up to the van, got me a PVA bucket for my PVA bagging stuff, and while the rods around in, I took the opportunity to have a full change of clothes, everything from pants, socks, clean t-shirts. So I'm feeling fully refreshed for the day now. Right, off I got here. Right, so this is the flake maize that Leon gave me. So I'll just put all that into my bucket. I grabbed an empty bucket out the van as well, so Leon can have his bucket back now. I grabbed a bag of low oil pellets out the van, guys. These are the Blitz feed pellets in 8.5mm. It is just under a kilo, this bag. If I can undo it, bloody hands are wet and cold. Talking of cold, the weather's gonna get really cold this evening. By about 8 o'clock, we're gonna be getting into the minus temperatures tonight. So and I think by the morning we're going to be down to -3, so it's going to be a proper chilly night. Right, I said 700 grams, 8.5mm, so we'll stick all them in. But I have got some regular mixed pellets as well, of course, all from Hinders. I've got everything in here, right from 3, 4, 6 and 8mm. So we'll add a big handful of the mixed pellets as well. So we've got a combo of the low oil and sort of normal regular oil pellets, and then to really kind of give them mix a boost and really to kind of saturate the flake maize, we've got the old Blitz liquid food. I've got about half of that tub left, so in other words half of a litre, and we just stick the whole lot in as well. Let's put a little bit of lake water in there as well, just to give the tub a good rinse out. Make sure I've got all my liquids out of there. So, and then just a little bit of thinner liquid as well to help rehydrate that flake maize. And there we go. This is basically copying what Leon has been putting out, because obviously Leon's had 4 fish as opposed to my 1. And there we go, guys. Right, that is the mix done. Right, I've already got some PVA bags already made up from a previous session, so it won't take me long to get me rods rigged up. Like I say, I've just gone to the van, grabbed me 10-footers, and so I don't have to break down all the tackle on my other rods. Right guys, so we're all set up with the 10-footers now, which are my Fox Explorer rods. Got a EOS 10,000 reel on them, so it's a kind of a basically me small water rod. PVA bags, copying Leon, and by chance in my bucket when I opened it up I had 3 PVA bags already made up, so I'm obviously using 2 of them as it's a 2 rod rule. And by the looks of it we have a pink wafter in there, which must be the Beetle Plus, which I think is what I was using last time I was PVA bag fishing. Right, let's get this all out. Right guys, we are ready to get the first rod out. I had to have another pause because literally just as I was about to get the drone up, it it started raining again. Right, let's get some of this mix in the boat. So I'll make a little pile of it to stand the bag on, that just to make sure don't get no water ingress through the bottom of the hopper. That will melt the bag before it gets to its destination. Right, I'm going to send the boat out towards the telegraph pole, which is kind of the halfway mark between the 2 swims on this double swim. There's a nice yellow bush on the far bank by the telegraph pole. I'm going to kind of use as a marker because I've seen a few fish kind of top and show there, so that just there will do. And bombs away. Right, that is the first rod fishing on well, basically the copycat tactics of what Leon's been catching on, guys. Like I said, we're going into the last 24. I've probably got just over 24 hours. I mean, I could probably stay all day tomorrow, Saturday, Valentine's Day tomorrow, but I want to get home in a reasonable hour with a 3.5 hour drive to get back home. So I'm gonna finish about lunchtime tomorrow. Right guys, same again. Obviously that mix that we've just, right, I'm going to go halfway between, I'd say, the point of the island and the corner where I fished last night. So yeah, about just there I think. So, and once again it has just started fine raining again, so apologies for any water drops on the screen. I can see that I've got water drops on the screen, so oh, and the rain's getting heavier now, so I better get me drone back down quickly, and that camera too. So hi guys, so I think my rods have been out for about an hour now. Leon's only just got back from the shops to buy his missus something for Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Of course.
And his rods have been at about 5 minutes, I swear, and is in already.
Yeah. Told you, it's that flake meat. They love it. Absolutely love it in here. And you'll be able to buy that as well when you come. Here, you'll be able to get it. It will be for sale along with a house pellet. That's a good fish.
Bit bigger than your pasty this morning.
Yeah. Well, they're coming out now, so any pasties we catch, they're few and far between really, but just so happens we've had a couple on this session. But yeah, they'll be coming out.
Whoa, whoa, he pulled back a bit there.
For a winter fish, you'd think he had no energy, wouldn't you? He does. Right.
I remember to turn my mic on as well for this fight, guys, unlike the one Leon and yesterday. I've got to turn the mic on. There we go. Proper fish number 3.
Right then, this is the fish that we've just landed. Recognisable fish, this one.
Oh, lumpy.
Went in at about £8 in 2020. It's always recognisable because it's got a lump on it. If it's going to let me pick it up.
What is it? Is it just like a growth or like a broken rib? Or?
I think it's like a broken rib that's just healed funny. It's not playing though. There we go. What was that, £19?
1914.
1914, just under the 20 mark. We were debating whether it was a 20 or not. But yeah, from £8 for 4 or 5 years ago, it's not bad growth really. That's what we want to see, is steady growth. We don't want to see fish putting on pounds and pounds and pounds every year. Even though it is good, it's not good for their longevity. So a steadier growth is better than a fast growth in some instances, which is what we're doing here.
Let's remove your dangly bit.
Lovely fish though.
Yeah, nice scale patterns on the fish, aren't they?
I mean, the growth will improve as people come as well, so you know they're just going to keep growing, these fish. But yeah, right, time to slip her back.
Yeah, hopefully one of us can hook into one of your 30s.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There's 2 in here at the moment that are over 30, and there's 1 that's a potential 40. So can but try.
What was it? 30s.
Came out at
£36.
36 in May 2023. So, and that was in May. So that would have been just before spawning. So I would have thought by now that fish was nearer the 38, 39, maybe the 40 mark.
Yeah, that's not bad to have a fish on or near the 40 mark.
Definitely.
When you're first opening.
Yeah. It's a target fish.
It is.
It's a target fish that I can't seem to catch.
Right guys, so just going to have a little quick chinwag with Leon, and just so he can sort of tell us like from the beginnings to where the lake is kind of now.
It all started with a dog.
Yeah, well, like I say, your lake is Thatcher's Island Fishery, innit? And
yeah,
Thatcher was a dog. Was
yeah,
yours,
German
wasn't it?
Shepherd. Yeah. So basically, we decided to build the lake in 2020. The idea of it came around a lot earlier. It came around in about 2017. And the idea was I was going to hold off with it until we'd got everything sorted with the house, because it was quite a new house. But that didn't really happen, and as life goes, nothing ever plans out as you want it to. So this area here, like the actual fishery, it used to be a flat field. It was kind of like sloped downhill, and it was basically an area where I used to walk my dog that was called Thatcher. He was basically my number one best pal. Still is, and probably still always will be. But unfortunately, he died in 2019. So yeah, that was a bit of a kick in the gut, really. So after that, sort of like life went on a little bit, and then we kind of just moved the lake plans forward, and we were thinking about names of what we were going to call it, and I decided to call it Thatcher's Island, purely because it's got the island on it.
So what year did you actually start digging, when the digger first come in?
So by the time I got the planning permission and things like that, the lake was dug in the September of 2020. So I've also got a YouTube channel, which is Southwest Carp Hunter. So if you go there, you can actually see the lake being built in some of my videos.
So I'll put a link to Leon's channel as well.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the more rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
So to Leon's channel in the video description. So
yep.
Like I said, the history of everything happening is on your channel.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, everything's on there. So everything start to finish, like literally from when he died to, you know, the lake actually being where it is now.
Yeah. So September 2020 started.
Yep.
So when was it complete?
So it took all of September to build, but we had like weather problems as well, because you can't really dig a lot in the wet. So there were breaks in between when they were doing it. But all in all, it probably took about 3 weeks to build.
And then from that point on, how long to then before you were fully filled and you had a lake?
Yeah, so the September was relatively wet. It really didn't take that long. It probably only took about a month and a half to fill up.
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah, no, it was relatively quick, because that was the 2021 year where we had a really, really wet winter. So, and then we had a really, really dry summer. But about
So what, by the end of October you had a fully filled lake then?
Yeah. Yep.
And then how long before you went, right, now it's time to put some fish in?
So I wasn't going to put any fish in for the first year, because I wasn't really in a rush to do anything with it. I wanted it to mature and things like that. However, one of the fishery owners that I know down the road was getting rid of 54 of his carp, and they ranged anywhere from £8 up to £20. So we come to an agreement where I paid him I got them relatively cheap. I think I paid £4,500 for these 54 fish, and a good amount of them were in the upper double category. So it worked out to be a relatively good deal.
So is that what you've got in here now, 54 fish?
So there's 54 of the originals that are in here. We've lost a couple of them over the years, but you have to expect that when you're starting a new lake and things like that. But we haven't lost a fish now since 2023. So that's kind of like, they've kind of balanced themselves out.
Yeah. So we've mentioned that a couple of fish have gone up to stock pond. Have you bred any up there and
so I've
put more fish in since?
The first, because we added, I've got 54 of the original ones, and then I put in 16 C3 class, which were about £6, and they went in on top. So the lake is roughly, it's now with all that was what happened, it's probably got about 55, 60, between 55 and 60 fish in it.
So in what, 2 acres, 2.5 acres?
2.5, just under 2.5, yeah.
So not too bad. So you haven't overstocked it by any means.
No. I mean, if anything, like we did this morning, we had one that was sort of like £10. That was one of the originals that went in, and I just made the decision to sort of like take it out and put it into the stock pond to see if we could get a little bit more weight growing on it. For whatever reason, some of them, they just, they get to a ceiling and they stop, and some of them just go on forever. It's all about genetics. But the stock pond exists because the first year, or the second year, when we had the lake, they spawned, and I did have a number of perch in the lake already, but it wasn't enough to counteract how many spawned, and there were millions of them. Again, if you go to my channel, you'll be able to see all of this, where I dug my own stock pond, emptying the lake of all these small fish. But I did have about, I'd probably say, in the region of nearly 2,000 fish in that stock pond at one point.
And you sold them on.
So yeah, we've had to sell it. We've sold a lot of them on now, and now we're down to, there's 10 fish in there now that are just being purely grown on to eventually come back in here.
So between us, we've put what, 3, 4 back up there. Your little one.
Yeah. We've had a few of them. They are few and far between though, because I haven't caught any of them since.
We've just been unlucky when I happened to come down and film a video.
I think Dan had one when he was here in October, but I haven't had one. I didn't have one all summer, so yeah, it is what it is. But they're few and far between now, anyway.
Yeah. So now we're February now. Invited me down to have a little pre-opening session. So you're actually opening end of March, aren't you?
31st of March, the fishery opens.
So when this video goes out, so I'm going to put this out on a Sunday night instead of the Friday night, guys. So it's going to go out the evening before Leon opens up his phone line for bookings.
Yeah,
so I don't know Leon's number yet.
Not yet.
But he will let me know, and we'll put it up here now, and it will be in the video description.
This is where you book.
So it's all just phone in it. There's no online booking. There's no web. Oh,
no.
Got a website,
yeah, we've got the website. So the website is really the one to go to, which is Thatcher's Island, carpfishery.co.uk. We've got a Facebook page as well. But all the information that you need to know in regards to rules and booking and stuff like that is all on the website. So the website is really your primary point of contact if you want to be booking on here.
Yeah, but I will put your phone number up as well for booking as well.
Yeah.
So there's no go catch, there's no swim booker. It's all direct to you, innit?
It's all run by me.
So right then, so there you go. There's a brief history. Like I said, the whole history of concept to where we are now is all on your YouTube channel.
It is
somewhere there, isn't it?
Yep.
As long as your fishing sessions you've done here since.
Yep.
So yeah, head on over to Leon's channel, and then everything is there as well. And yeah.
The last time, when did we last do a vlog? Was Woodside, wasn't it?
What, last time we fished together? Yeah. God, yeah, that was a good few years ago.
Was the fishery built then or not?
Must have. Do you know what? I can't remember.
No, can I? I can't remember whether I'd actually built it yet.
The only thing I remember from that session was where you caught a decent fish, had it in the retainer, and forgot to zip it up. Then we went to weigh it, and there were no fish anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh. Right, guys. So yeah, that's a quick, brief history and where the lake is now. So yeah, if you've liked what you've seen and the fish so far, hopefully we get a couple more before I go home tomorrow, and then yeah, get in touch with Leon and book on. Nice little fishery. Like I said, you haven't stuffed it with swims either. You've only put 6 swims on that.
Yeah, there's 5. So there's 5 swims and the double, which makes it 6. So if you guys, some of you guys like to pair up together, you know, you've got your dad and lad fishing, and then you've got your guys that like to hold hands with each other for whatever reason.
Well, that'd be where we are now.
Yeah.
Not holding hands.
Yeah, not holding hands. But yeah, I mean, there is a double swim here if you're having a social with someone as well. So, you know, you're always, if you go on the website, you'll see the rules for the double swim are that it will always take priority over, you know, 2 anglers booking it. So if there is no one booked on, you're free to use it. However, if someone has booked the double swim on the day that you want to fish it, you won't be able to fish it because that person would have already reserved it with their partner.
3 swims on the outside.
On the outside, yeah.
And 3 swims on the island.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's... Right, anyway, with that, I think...
it's a very different layout to anywhere else.
It's starting to rain again, so time to put the camera away. So... yeah, so if you're in the southwest, guys, Devon, or even like the 3.5 hour journey I've done, get yourself booked on, guys, and you can catch some of these magnificent fish that Leon's got. Yeah,
yeah, they are growing. I'd say most of them now are 20s. They're growing very, very well. It's just, you know, some of them are more elusive than other ones.
Yeah, they're all elusive to me at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we are in February though, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I
mean,
wasn't expecting to bag up this time of year. To
be
fair,
honest with you, I'm surprised that we've had what we've had, considering the weather conditions and stuff. So we've done all right between us, but puts fish in the blog anyway. But
yeah.
yes, we do need to get you a fish, Mr. Fennell.
A proper one. Right. Well, catch up with you later then, guys, when hopefully it's my turn to catch a decent one. Fingers crossed. Right, and here we go, guys. We've not long finished filming that little chat with Leon, and his left rod is off again.
I feel really bad because I'm the one captain.
Hey, they're your fish.
Yeah, they only like my food.
But you've seen where I've put my rod, and you reckon I'm slightly too far away from the bank, don't you? So once we film this fish, we'll reposition my rod a bit. In the bag.
Right, we have another one. I feel really bad because I'm the one who's landing these fish. It should be Chris.
It doesn't matter as long as there's fish in the video to show off to your potential customers what they could catch.
So this one's one of the C3s that I put in 2022, the spring of 2022. Well, one of the 16 that went in. They went in at about an average of around £5 or £6. We've just had a weigh of this one, and he was up to
£13 exactly.
So yeah, again, that's what we want to be seeing. It's a nice steady growth.
£8 in 3 years.
£8 in 3 years, so roughly around £2. Is that £2? No.
Yeah, about just over £2.5 a year. Yeah.
£2.5 a year.
Nice cracking scale pattern on it.
Not bad. I mean, that's going to grow up to be a really nice fish.
Imagine the look at that when it's double its weight.
Yeah, it won't take long. Once people start coming, it won't take long. Right. Put him back.
Right, guys, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's just started raining. The weather conditions over the next couple of hours, or 2 and 3 hours, are changing rapidly. We've gone from about 6-7 degrees about an hour ago to 3 degrees now. In about an hour's time, it's forecast to be 1 degree. In about 2 hours' time, it's forecast to be 0 degrees, and then it just carries on dropping off through the night until about early hours of the morning, where it levels off at -3, or that's what it's forecast to be. Don't know if you can see the rain out here or even hear it above the bivvy, but we have And at the same time, we have got heavy rain now forecast for about the next 5 hours. So it's a proper cold weather front that's hitting us at the moment. I would say, I don't know whether that'll affect the fish or not, but it's not going to affect my fishing because I can't go from well, catching the one little pasty I've had to doing any worse really at the moment. But on that side of it, I said earlier on, I'm copying Leon within the mix and the techniques. Since those 2 rods he saw earlier on that went out, I've changed the spots again now. So both rods are now fishing on the far bank. Right hand rod more or less where you saw it go out with a boat and the drone, but it's closer to the bank now because with those fish Leon had earlier on, he was fishing closer to the far bank than what I was. So once again, just to try and get a fish, I've basically copied what Leon was doing. You know, try and get a decent fish for me efforts. So yeah, there's an overflow on the far bank where my left hand rod is now, so yeah, I can't do any more than copy Leon now for baiting strategy, rigs, areas, just. And the wind has picked up, so it's now blowing from our right to our left, so maybe if there are any fish at that end of the lake, hopefully they'll come down to my end of the lake. But yeah, if anything happens in the next 5 hours, gonna have to grab the raincoat which is just behind me, and yeah, it's gonna be a wet one up to about 10 o'clock tonight. And as I said, getting colder and getting colder rapidly as well. Good morning everyone. Trying to be a bit quiet because Leon's still snoring his head off next door. Yeah, obviously a fishless night. I know I certainly slept through the night, woke up around 7 o'clock. It's what's it now, nearly 8 o'clock, so yeah, woke up about an hour ago. Yeah, chilly morning this morning. We've woke up with a frost on the bivvies, and but it is a nice, absolutely clear blue sky. No wind this morning. The sun is just breaking the horizon behind us. So yeah, I think it's going to be a lovely day today. But it's also pack up day today, so I've got about 3 to 4 hours to try and save my session. I know Leon's put a few fish in this video, which is a good thing, but yeah, from my side of it, yeah, been a bit of a letdown on my side for trying to put fish in the video. Right, so as I said, yeah, there is a few hours at least to go before I've got to pack up and get on the road. So what I'm going to do, normally I wouldn't touch the rods this early in the morning, but I am going to bring the rods in quickly, put some fresh PVA bags on, send them out with the boat with some of that flake maize and pellet liquidy mix that I knocked up yesterday, just to try and put some fresh attraction into my spots, you know, last roll of the dice before I got to go home. So yeah, let's get the rods in, stick some bags on, or fresh bags, and keep our fingers crossed for the last few hours, guys. Right, guys, in my eagerness to get the rods sorted and have that last roll of the dice, I was going to film this boat going out, but like I said, because we're down to the last few hours of fishing, and my eagerness to get some fresh bags and attraction on the spots where I'm fishing, I forgot to film, so you catch me now just as I'm setting up the last rod. The first rod went back to the point of the island off to my left again, where I had me little stocky from, so I thought I'd try that spot again for the last few hours. And I think I've completely forgot to mention it, but on the first night I did have a run that fell off. So so where this rod has just gone to is kind of back on that spot again. So I haven't been completely runless. I did have a run on the first night, but because it fell off, I don't think I actually mentioned it. So I haven't been completely actionless. But yeah, the run I say the run, it was my own fault I lost it really, because I almost ignored it, because I was kind of fishing where more or less where I'm just bringing the boat back from now. So in other words, you're kind of fishing for dropbacks rather than runs. And the bleep I had on the first night was just a single bleep. And instead of getting out my nice warm pit and seeing what it was, I kind of ignored it just because it was a single bleep, and it was actually a drop back. And by the time I realised there was a fish on, it was over Leon's lines, and we was in a bit of a 2 and 8, weren't we, that first night? And then eventually it fell off. So yeah, so my own fault really for not investigating a single bleep, but they might not have heard that because the microphone's on me.
You woke everyone up.
Yeah, Leon said I woke everyone up with lines being crossed and whatnot. That's it then, guys. Last roll of the dice. Hopefully that fresh attraction of that mix and fresh PVA bags can do something in the last few hours, so I can actually show you one of Leon's fish instead of Leon showing you his own fish. But either way, they're fishing the video, so if I'm fishing with someone, I don't care if I blank, to be fair, because as long as someone's putting fish in the video, that's the main thing. But just a shame none of the big uns you've got in here have really shown their face, isn't it? It's because what you got what, several 30s, haven't you? One that we think has got to be 40 or near-ish. So
They're elusive though, they are. It's
yeah,
certain times of year.
which for a fishery only just about to open up, that's a good stock of fish, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Fingers crossed for the last few hours then, guys. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks.
Well,
Yeah. It's about as far as it will go.
yeah, right. As you can see, guys, more or less packed up. We're down to just rods on the ground. Unfortunately, I didn't get a fish worthy to put in the blog, so luckily you fished your own lake with me and put a few in the video.
Lucky I did, because otherwise I'd a little bit stupid, wouldn't I? Although I have blanked down here many a time, so.
But so yeah, so I haven't blanked, guys. I did get one, but as I said in the video, it was just
up to the pond.
It was a little pasty that went straight up to the stock pond. So technically, I haven't blanked.
Nope.
You just haven't seen it.
Yeah, I can confirm he did have one.
Yeah, but thanks for letting me come down and fish.
No problem, mate.
Your fishery, mate.
Good to see you.
It's,
Been a good crack again, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Been a while since we've done it.
Yeah. And yeah, you've certainly built a lovely fishery.
Thank you.
So yeah, as I said in the video already, guys, the fishery opens what, 1st of April or
Yeah, 31st of March.
Oh, 31st of March, and the phone line is going to go live
On the
to make bookings.
Yeah,
on
so you'll be able to book ahead. So the phone line will go open on the 1st of March, and then the fishery open on the 31st of March. So for those of you that want to get ahead of the game, whether you like to book in advance, you like to book all the way through the year and make sure your fishing sessions are covered, then you can do that from the 1st of March.
Yep, so I'll put the phone number down here again, guys, but you're only going to have the phone line open in office hours, aren't you?
Yeah. So the hours for the booking line are 9 till 5, Monday to Friday.
Because you don't want to be like taking bookings at like 11 o'clock at night, do you?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So,
I've got a life outside of this place, believe it or not. Not much of one, but I do have one.
Right, I am going to come down again, because, I mean, we are in the middle of February, so I wasn't expecting to bag up, to be fair. So I'm going to come back down either late spring, early summer, have another go when it's a lot warmer, the fish should be more active. And
I mean, it is hard at the moment, but, you know, we've had so much of a new influx of water over the last month.
it literally hasn't stopped raining since Christmas, has it?
No, it has been bad. I mean, I think we were quite lucky to get what we did, really, because, you know, like I said, this place isn't always easy. I mean, it's some days are good, some days are not so good.
Like I say, what do you say? You've got 60 fish, 70 fish?
60, yeah.
60 fish in 2 acres. So it's, you know, so it's by no means a runs water either, guys. So
No, it's not. I wonder if the microphone picked that up.
Right then, yeah, someone shouting from up by your house.
It'd be my darling wife shouting out the window.
Right, guys, well, thanks for watching this video. Thanks once again for having me down.
Mate.
And
Brilliant.
thanks for putting fish in the video.
Yep,
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
And then next time we come down, hopefully hook into some of the bigger ones.
Hopefully, mate, yeah.
Right, I'll catch you later, guys. I've got a 3.5 hour journey at least to get home, so need to hit the road. I'm not sure where or when I'm going to be fishing again, but till then, tight lines, need to get these rods in and make the long journey home. Right.
Time to go home.
Yeah, indeed.
Bye.
Ciao.